Opened fire on protesters, which caused a massive uprising across Syria. Syrians who tried to organize a rebellion quickly saw their movement co-opted. I know that the conflict in Syria can seem complicated, and I understand how conversation around it results in confusion and conspiracy. But I think that one thing that's pretty clear to all of us is that the United States doesn't give a fuck about Syrian lives. Because every day since the start of the conflict, as much as I was worried about the danger my grandmother was being put in by the forces inside her own country, I worried more about the day that I would have to hear that a bomb dropped by my country murdered her and hers. Bombs dropped by U.S. forces have already killed thousands of Syrian civilians. And with Trump's latest posturing with backing from his friends in France and the UK, it's a clear attempt at escalation of further violence at the hands of the United States military. We say enough is enough. Enough blood has been spilled at the hands of the United States. Enough of our tax dollars have gone towards murdering civilians in foreign wars, while people on our streets are dying because they can't afford to go to the hospital, dying because they don't have a roof over their head, dying because they're being poisoned by their water pipes. This ship, the USS Portland, cost an estimated $2 billion. The missiles that were fired at Syria last weekend alone cost $119 million. Who benefits from that? Who profits from endless violence and pointless wars? It's not the American people. It's not the Syrian people. It's the rich assholes who run Raytheon and Northrop Grumman and Boeing, sponsors that our millionaire mayor is standing proudly next to at that commissioning ceremony over there. The conflicts and wars that happen across the ocean often seem so abstract to us because they're so far away. But we are in a unique position today with a fucking warship named after our city 100 feet away from us. It's our duty as Portlanders to say that not only do we demand an end to all imperialist war, but that it sure as hell won't happen in our name. As leftists, we seem to kind of strategize in circles about how to revive the anti-war movement. We argue about this word imperialism and what the implications might be of calling out brutality when it might not be politically convenient. These are important conversations to have, and I hope that we continue them in good faith. But when I saw the footage on CNN of missiles flying through the sky towards Damascus, you think I was thinking about sectarian party lines on imperialism? I was wondering whether my grandmother was alive and safe. And that is who we have to center in this movement if we want to succeed. If we truly want to embody the values we claim to represent, we have to center the suffering of the Syrian people, the Iraqi people, the Yemeni people, the Palestinian people, all of the people who have suffered and died at the hands of the United States. We have to demand an end to our government's role in creating that suffering, and that is the bottom line. This action that we're here for today is largely symbolic. We're not going to stop the U.S. war machine today by being here. What we are going to do today by being here is to start to build the connections and share ideas and create the momentum we need to sustain a real anti-war movement. I was 11 when we invaded Iraq. I don't know what that solidarity looked like then, but seeing all of you here today, I see the faces of people who can make that happen today. So let's get organized, join the socialists, let's build the community we need so we can let Donald Trump and Ted Wheeler know that we will be here every step of the way to say fuck your war, fuck your warships. Free Syria, free Palestine, long live international solidarity. When we fight, we win. When we fight,
we win.
When we fight,
we win.
Hell yeah.